So now we moved on to flat bench dumbbell flies. So let's just watch his reps and I'll critique his reps. Good. Again, guys, I'm just being mad picky with him. You know, if I was gonna rate him right away on his, you know, technique, form, the time and attention, I would give that kid probably like an A-. There's only a few things that he can change to make his training that much more optimal. Again, he's not trained with anybody. He's trained with himself, with his buddies. Whatever he has learned has been from whoever. And up until this point, I think he's learned a lot and is doing really well for himself right now. But there's always that little extra we can go that can make you that much better. When it comes to bodybuilding, especially, it is very imperative that you are training as optimal as possible because you gotta build muscle and you gotta build muscle to fit whatever class you're doing. So if you're just training chest to train chest and you're not really, you know, especially for a guy like me, I'm really trying to build my upper chest. I can't afford to take the load off my chest and put it into my shoulders, into my lower back, into my, you know, I wanna make sure that every rep I have is hitting that upper pec every single time. So there's little things we can do to optimize that, and that's why I'm being extremely picky with it. Other than that, the kid's working out very well. This video so far for me is entertaining as shit. You know, he's in there training. In between his sets, you see him talking shit next to him, but as soon as he's ready to go, boom, headphones are on, he's ready to go. That's the kind of video I like to watch. I can watch this before I do chest and get amped up. No matter how young the kids are. I remember being that young and brave. Still am. I feel like I am still up here. My body feels like I'm 90, but really, I'm still the 18-year-old kid I've always ever been. I've just been through a lot more in life, have a little more of adaptation when it comes to life and my environment. So I'm a little more mature, but I'm still that fun kid that's inside. So I can relate to these guys. And right now he's focused. Even with a bunch of guys beside him talking shit, he's still focused. Good for you, Anthony. Let's keep it up.
It's wide and long, like Mantello's cock.
Wide and long? I like it.
You done with that bench?
Yeah, you could have it.
Yeah, thanks, bro. Got it warm for us. He's left some booty grease on it for us. Fuck yeah.
You're just gonna continue using this, caressing it? Thank you.
I'm all for it, man. These guys are good, man. Okay, so this variation of a fly, I do like. You know, we're gonna break it down a little bit. A little variation of fly, just taking your hands from a neutral position and going to a pronate position. That is going to affect the way your pec is activated. So now kind of show you. Now we're sitting with our pec here. If I put on pressure like this, right? If I leave my pinky, I'm gonna hit a little bit underneath when it comes to my intercostal this way. If I just go like a neutral position, I'm hitting a little more inside. Now when I'm kind of doing this with that, you know, pronated grip, a lot of that right away is gonna be forced right through to that clavicle head. So doing them this way is a great way to do it. Now to optimize that, he's doing really well. I'm just saying for you guys out there that are watching, when we're doing flies, you don't need to, when we're talking about dumbbell flies, going all the way back like this is not good. As you can see right now, my shoulder has already been anterior rotated. Remember, we're opening up that shoulder like a door hinge. Right? We want to keep the dumbbell or your fist right above your chest because at that point, we can still flex our chest. The further back I go, now right now, I can flex my chest. Boop, 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 flex in the chest. Back a little further, flex in the chest, back, flex in the chest. Now I'm here, it's hard for me to flex and I got to really use my shoulder. I'm feeling my little bit of my rear delt and my shoulder moving from here. Now watch this. If I just move my arm here, I can flex my chest easily. Just from moving my fist up a little bit. The difference between this and this is a lot. And we were talking about a load being in that stretched position down here. Trust me on that, after doing a good day of like chest or bench, any kind of like pressing, you don't want your damn dumbbells to be back here and then trying to pull your shoulders back up like this because you're in a vulnerable position to get hurt. Let's move on. Looks like he's doing incline press right now. Let's see how he does with this. Now again, I'm always gonna pick the bar pathway and where his elbows are in relation to the bar. So I'm gonna give him a B- on that bench on the incline. Now, there's a reason being. If you watch him do his actual bench, you're seeing his shoulders kind of do it's almost like they're rounding a bit, right? He's pressing, and it's almost like the elbow's rounding a little bit. That is due to he's doing a faster rep. When we're moving further into our sets, into our workout, you understand that we're getting tired, obviously, right? So again, your body's gonna take over to do the thing it needs to do the easiest. Your body's gonna wanna do the easiest thing to do. That's how incredible our bodies are. It's gonna wanna try to make things easy. We wanna make things harder, which means we gotta be more attentive again to being conscious of making sure that we keep our shoulders depressed, keeping that weight in the dumbbell or the barbell under those elbows. When we're pressing, we're consistently pressing that bar pathway so it's consistent so our elbows aren't kind of doing this kind of motion. And that's purely from what I'm seeing here is just from him being a little, that rep being a little faster. If he slowed the rep down a little bit more, he'd have a better pathway from that bar going up and down. Other than that, where the bar is in relation to his chest, perfect. Where his elbows are in relation to where the bar is, perfect. We know that when he's pressing, he's gonna be getting a lot of this activated, which is good.
Like out of like a fucking forensic file, like. And they're
Yeah. Anthony. How much you weigh?
You don't hear it? Yeah, you don't hear it.
like 195, 200 right now.
I'm 200. Let's see those abdominals.
Let's see your abdominals.
Yeah, so yeah, it's only and the American.
I got abs, I'm just not showing them.
yo, eat it. I love it. Hey, how much you bench? How much you weigh? How much you press? Well, I press this. Yeah, my daddy's truck is bigger. My daddy's truck is bigger. My uncle's got 2 trucks. Well, shit, this is me. That's how you chirp, man. That's how you do it, right? Only dudes ask you how much you bench and how much you weigh. If any girl ever asks you that, marry her immediately. Like, marry her. That's a one-off unicorn woman right there. That's like, hey kid, how much you bench and how much you weigh? It's like, whoa. Anyway, let's just keep going. Yeah, again, like so. Like a sprained ankle, boy, ain't nothing to play with. So good job. So again, we're gonna talk about like just incline. When those reps are getting harder, make them harder. When you know you're getting gas, let's not speed rep up. That's a lot of things people do through the set and through the workout. The harder the rep gets, they want to just get it over with and get it done. We want to keep that consistent time and attention when we can, depending on how big the load is or not. Other than that, especially when we're talking about like bench press incline, a lot of times we get a habit of like trying to look at ourselves in the mirror. Am I doing this right? We just kind of close off this here because our chest gets all like, Grr. You want to keep your chest right open. I always say, keep your chest open, keep your neck up when you're pressing. Head up, chest up, boom here. We can open this clavicle head, open this right up. We don't want to keep this restricted when we're trying to really stretch these muscles. Again, remember, we're trying to stretch right open. If we're like this, we're closing it off naturally. And you see him when he's pressing, he's like this and not like this. Other than that, guys, I'm just being picky.
Chest, about to go hit some triceps, chest and tricep workout, and do like 3 tricep exercises. Get a massive pump.
I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Hop up in my car and told my chauffeur to the top. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. I would never stop like I'm running from the cops. Life is such a fucking roller coaster, then it dropped.
A lot of stuff I'm gonna say is repetitive over and over and over and over again. Lat activation, shoulder depression. When we're doing any kind of pulling, pushing, whatever it is, our shoulders are always gonna be like doing this kind of motion. So when we're doing tricep extensions, tricep pull downs, whatever you wanna say, when you're going over, when you're pressing something down, I always tell all of my athletes, push the elbow down. So when we press, we're only pressing from here, and then we don't have our shoulder kind of doing this. Again, we also don't want the roundness of that at the end of our lift. So we want to be here, chest up, shoulders a little bit engaged in front, but then pushing those shoulder blades down. Pushing those shoulders down with those lats, shoulder depression. And then when you're pressing, we can get full extension without any manipulation of our shoulders doing any of this on the way up. We want to push away. Think about pushing yourself away from your end point instead of kind of letting it come here and then letting it ride up and doing this kind of stuff. He's doing a good job. This is at the end of his workout. is triceps. Now, here's the thing, it's pretty cool. If you're doing chest properly, your triceps should be basically fresh. It's for you to be able to do triceps at the end of your workout, literally. And you should be able to do triceps before your workout and do chest after, not have your chest really affected that much. You gotta understand that your chest range when you're pressing is between here and here. The rest of your tricep helps with this. It obviously helps with, elbow extension, but your chest is doing a lot of the pushing until your triceps get engaged there. So your triceps should not be absolutely gassed. If they are, that means you've been using your triceps the entire time doing chest and you took away from your chest. It's those hard ups that are coming up, we wanna force down even more. So we're really pushing down so that shoulder doesn't ride up. If anything, you're really focusing more on keeping your shoulders down more than actually doing the actual rep, because again, the only way the rep is gonna be done right is by doing it right. Makes sense? Let's keep going.
Last name ever, first name greatest, 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 greatest.
We're gonna do some David Lade action here. Headphones on, staring in the mirror, just get a nice little pump.
Good, now I would go over that, but I'm actually gonna go over biceps in a completely different video. I'm gonna actually talk more on biceps because there's so much we can learn to optimize your training, guys. Again, I'm being picky with these guys. Like, these guys are obviously gifted athletes who have great genetics, and all they need is really good work ethic, and they can see their potential flourish. And you're seeing that with Anthony. Good video to watch. I was entertained. I enjoyed watching this video, watch the friendly banter between the groups of guys. The camaraderie is dope. I like that. I like the shit talking between sets. I like the focus that he had in training. I like little bit of tips that he had to give. Guys, like, if you're a young kid following this guy, you'll probably do well doing what he does from this video. I haven't seen any more videos, but I can say by this one, if I could pick out, boom, one video, and this is the video I picked out, hey man, that's good. That means I could probably pick out others that are similar like this. So I might go back to him again, maybe grab him and some other guy they're training together. Good video, good education, good entertaining, and he obviously got a good workout in. A couple things like time and attention, a little bit of technique flaws here and there, but other than that, guys, the kid's got talent. The kid's gonna go places. Hope you liked the video. If you did, guys, make sure you like, subscribe, and share the video, guys. Again, I was gonna come out with some tell like it is truth and some transparent information, guys. For coaching, johnnyshreve.com, guys. If you're wondering about how my coaching is, I do phone consults. And every time you do a phone consult, I actually take off the price of the phone consult off of any package that you pick. Make sure you follow me on Instagram at _JohnnyShreve_ and check out my gym at Impact Fitness 56. Remember, iron sharpens iron. Progressive overload your life. In the meantime, keep dream chasing. Peace.